Apple just suffered the most catastrophic data breach in the history of Cupertino, and we now have the exact blueprint for the next three massive events happening back to back from September to November. I'm talking about 16 entirely new products, raw internal schematics, and pricing structures that frankly make the Apple tax look like pocket change. We just got our hands on the leaked documents from the massive Tata supply chain breach, and what it shows for the iPhone 18 Pro and the unreleased M5 lineup is completely wild. Honestly, I always take early supply chain gossip with a grain of salt, but when actual logic board images hit the web, you have to pay attention. Grab a snack because we are tearing through every single release Apple is desperately trying to keep quiet. Starting right out of the gate with the September event, we are finally getting the iPad 12th generation. Apple recently bumped the price of the base model up to $450, which means sticking the old A16 chip inside would be an absolute joke. Based on recent chatter from DG Times regarding TSMC 3nm yields, it makes way more sense for Apple to drop the A19 chip in this budget tier. That bumps the RAM from 6GB up to 8, which is the bare minimum you need for seamless integration with the new Siri AI and Apple Intelligence. But you're not here for the budget iPad. You want to know about the iPhone 18 Pro and the 18 Pro Max. And this is where the Tata data breach blows everything wide open. We have actual leaked images showing the infrared sensors move completely to the left side of the internals, shining right through the display. This shrinks the dynamic island down significantly. Ross Young has been hinting at under-display tech for years, and we are finally seeing the physical hardware implementation. They're also color matching the back glass for a more seamless look, and yes, that rumored cherry red colorway is real and confirmed by the leaked CAD files. Under the hood, we are looking at the A20 Pro chip built on a cutting-edge 2nm architecture. The leaked diagrams show a brand new WMCM packaging setup. The RAM is no longer sitting on top, trapping all that heat and causing massive thermal throttling. It has been moved to the side inside a metal enclosure, making direct contact with a gigantic vapor chamber cooler that spans almost the entire internal chassis. It touches the unibody aluminum frame directly, so gaming and heavy workloads are going to run flawlessly without burning your hands. Ming-Chi Kuo also noted a major camera bump upgrade, featuring a Sony IMX905 sensor with a variable aperture system. The US models are apparently sticking with Qualcomm modems, since the internal C2 modem does not support millimeter wave 5G just yet. But the new 24-megapixel center stage selfie camera is going to make your FaceTime calls look insanely crisp. What color are you guys planning on picking up if that cherry red actually drops? Let me know down in the comments. Also in September, Apple is front-running the cost of the Apple TV 4K by bumping the price of the incredibly old current model to $199, just so they can maintain that price tier when the new A17 Pro version drops. But the real showstopper is product number 4, the iPhone Ultra. We finally have dummy models of the white chassis, and it folds. Rumors from the LEC indicate Apple solved the display crease issue using a liquid metal hinge. Having used the Huawei Para X Max as a daily driver recently, I can tell you a pocketable foldable with zero crease is a game changer. The camera bump is absurdly thick. It packs the A20 Pro chip, an absolutely massive 5800 mAh battery, and touches ID on the side instead of Face ID. The catch is the price tag, which is creeping up to a wallet, destroying $2,500. I'll believe people will pay that when I see it. Rounding out September, we have the HomePod Mini 2 with the S10 chip and U2 Ultra Wideband for better handoff, jumping up to $129. Then we have the Apple Watch Ultra 4. Now, Mark Gurman told us back in 2023 about a complete redesign with a magnetic band system to make the body drastically thinner. However, Instant Digital on Weibo just reported that major redesign is delayed until next year. So we're likely looking at a very minor spec bump with the S12 chip, maybe Satelli, TE5G, and blood pressure monitoring. The standard Apple Watch Series 12 is going to be an incredibly boring, simple chip swap, alongside an updated full-size HomePod that costs $329. Moving into October is all about Mac hardware and the highly anticipated M5 silicon. Apple is dropping the new Mac Studio packing the M5 Max and the absolutely monstrous M5 Ultra chip. They already jacked the prices up to $5,300 for the Ultra tier, which is terrible value for the current M3, but that price makes total sense when you factor in the massive AI performance leap of the M5 Ultra. Then we have a MacBook Ultra. Mark Gurman confirmed just days ago that this is dropping with the M5 Pro and M5 Max chips alongside macOS Golden Gate. Mac Otakara has been dropping hints about touchscreen support, but the real star is the tandem OLED display. Say goodbye to the camera notch, because the dynamic island is replacing it to seamlessly fit the new Siri AI interface. We are getting thinner bezels, vapor chamber cooling, and a totally redesigned chassis. It is going to be an instant buy for me. Apple is also refreshing the Mac Mini and iMac with standard M5 chips. Just basic spec bumps, though an M5 Mac Mini is still the best entry-level desktop PC money can buy. Do you guys think the tandem OLED screen is worth the inevitable Apple tax they will charge for the MacBook Ultra? Finally, the November event brings the heat with the OLED iPad Mini 8. This is the best form factor Apple makes, and it is finally getting a proper display. Leaks suggest the speaker grills are completely gone, replaced by vibration-based audio for ultimate waterproofing. The Tata breach confirms the logic board is packing the A20 Pro chip, making it an absolute monster for gaming and reading. Strangely, Apple is also launching the base M6 14-inch MacBook Pro in November. Gurman says Apple is skipping the M6 Pro and Max until next year, debuting the base M6 as their first 2nm Mac chip. Using that same WMCM packaging, memory bandwidth jumps to 200 GB per second with a 12-core GPU. Zero design changes, just raw power. To close out the year, Apple is finally releasing their Smart Home Hub, essentially an iPad on a robotic base with Face ID and Center Stage, plus a seamlessly integrated Apple Smart Doorbell that ties right into the Home app's new 4K security features. It is an insane lineup, and the leaked schematics prove Apple is not holding back.